Hi my friends, welcome to the channel English Professionally, and this video course is very special, so I prepared it especially for you. So 100,000 English words. So is it possible to learn it or not, and how to learn it really? We're going to talk about how you can learn this number of English words and use it in your speech. Okay, so are you ready? I hope so. You can support this video with your likes and shares and so on. And so the question is, so is it possible? Is it possible to learn 100,000 English words or not? I believe that it's possible. I believe that it's possible. It's possible. Why not? Okay, so can you tell me so whether it's really so important and what I need to do to memorize all these number of words? Okay, so can you tell me whether it's really so important, and what I need to do to memorize this number of words. Well, first of all, I want to tell you that 10,000 English words is enough. First of all, I want to tell you that 10,000 English words is enough. Yeah. So if your level is about upper intermediate, or so, if your level is about upper intermediate or so, about this level. So if you want to have a strong advanced level, so it seems to me that you need to know at least 30,000 English words. Okay, so if you want to have a strong, really strong, advanced level, so you need to know at least, so 30,000 English words. Okay, let's revise it shortly, and then we'll move on. So is it possible to learn 100,000 English words or not? So I believe that it's possible. Why not? Can you tell me whether it's really so important and what I need to do to memorize this number of words? First of all, I want to tell you that 10,000 English words is enough, so if your level is about upper intermediate or so. So if you want to have a strong advanced level, so you need to know, so at least 30,000 English words. It seems to me. Okay, that's pretty clear. So what about 100,000? Okay, that's pretty clear. So that's pretty clear means that's quite clear. So what about 100,000? What about 100,000 English words? So I suppose you need to know this number of words. So if you want, to know English like an educated native speaker and even more. So I suppose you need to know English words. These English words are so many English words. So it's really a lot. So many English words. If you want to know it better than an average, better than an average So then an average educated native speaker. So it's really a lot. It's really a lot. Okay, so I do want to know everything connected with English or related to it somehow. Okay, I don't want means I really want to know. It's called inversion. So I don't to know everything connected with English, or related to it somehow. So what should I do? What should I do to learn it? Yeah, really, it's a good question. So what should I do to learn it? Okay, so okay, that's pretty clear. So what about 100 English words? I suppose you need to know so many English words if you want to know it better than an average educated native speaker. So it's really a lot, yeah? So, okay, I do want, it means I really want to know everything connected with English or related to it somehow. So what should I do to learn it? The first thing that I'm going to tell you is the following, okay? So the first thing I'm going to tell you is the following. Don't take a list of 100,000 words and please don't learn it this way. Don't take a list of 100 English words and don't try to learn it this way, and don't try to learn it this way. Don't learn to learn it this way. So it doesn't work. Well, so what's the shortest way? Well, what's the shortest way? I do think that you need to live in an English-speaking country for 10 years or so, yeah, or maybe more, yeah, to reach this level. So I do believe that you need. I do believe that if you have this opportunity, you need to live in an English-speaking country, in an English speaking country for 10 years or so, yeah, or to reach this level. So you need to, to get a special education as well in English. You need to get, a higher, or called a higher education in English. Yeah. Okay, so if you can't do it, no problem. If you can't do it, no problem. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to tell you is the following. So don't take a list of 100,000 English words and don't try to learn it this way. So it doesn't work. Well, what's the shortest way? So I do believe that if you have this opportunity, you need to live in an English-speaking country for 10 years or so to reach this level. So you need to get a higher education in English. So if you can't do it, no problem. Okay, so what do you mean? What do you mean? So what can I do if I can't leave my country? What can I do? What can I do if I can't leave my country? So in the beginning you need to learn most common English words, and so in the beginning you need to learn You need to learn most common English words in context. Most common English words in context. In context. So you need to read more. You need to read more. So it should be your habit. It should be your habit. Only this thing. It should be your habit. So only this thing. Certainly not. Certainly not. Certainly not. It means of course not, or certainly not. So you need to know a wider range of vocabulary. You need to know a wider. You need to know a wider range. A wider range of vocabulary. So if you really want to know 100,000 English words, if you really want to know 100,000 English words, you need to know so lots of specific vocabulary. You need to know lots of specific vocabulary. Lots of specific vocabulary. Okay, so let's check it. So what do you mean? What can I do if I can't leave my country? So in the beginning you need to learn most common English words in context. So you need to read more. It should be your habit. Only this thing? Certainly not. So you need to know a wider range of vocabulary. So if you really want to know 100,000 English words, so you need to know lots of specific vocabulary. So what kind of books? What kind of books? What kind of books? Not only books. Not only books. So it's also about newspapers, magazines, articles. It's also about newspapers, magazines, articles. Articles, yeah. Thank you. Most students make the same mistake. Most students make the same mistake. So they read, one kind of books. They read or a certain kind of books. For example, adventure. So maybe detective, detective, or maybe or something like that. Detective, or something like that. So it isn't enough. So you need to read about the following branches of science. You need to read a lot about the following branches. About the following branches. Yeah. So let's name them. So branches. Yeah. So it's for example economics. Yeah, economics. So there are so many business terms. So science. So and whatever. So different fields. Of our society, of our science, different fields of our science or of our society. So not only detective, so not only adventure. So you need to know a lot about lots of different fields, lots of different areas. So lots of different niches and so on. Yeah. So what kind of books? Not only books, it's also about newspapers, magazines, articles. Most students make the same mistake. So they read a certain kind of books like adventure, detective, so it isn't enough. So you need to read a lot about the following branches: economics, business terms, so science, and whatever. So different fields of our science, society. And you can also test your level. You can also test your level. So open, an English dictionary. Open an English dictionary, which contains more than this number of words, which contains more than this number of words, and try to find new words or unknown words for you, and try to find new or unknown words for you. So pay attention to it, and you'll see your weak points. Pay attention to it, and you'll see your weak points. So you'll work on it, and so you'll know this number of words or even more. So you'll work on it, and you'll know this number of words or even more. Okay, really, you can also test your levels. So open an English dictionary, and which contains more than this number of words, and try to find new unknown words for you. So pay attention to it, and you'll see your weak points. So maybe you don't pay attention to some areas. Maybe you need to focus on word family, word formation, so opposite words, so different things, and you'll work on it, and you'll know this number of words or even more. Okay, but anyways, so I think that this actually topic is worth of our attention, and so let us know what you think about all these things. So I'm going to learn more than 10,000 English words, and I'm really serious about learning 100,000 English words. So it's so exciting, really, it's so exciting. Thank you.